Hello everybody. So I just received the Vikeri 4K digital trail cam that I ordered off of Amazon. The camera was $69.99 on Amazon, so not a bad price. And it has all kinds of specs and information wrapped around the box here. I'm going to open it up and scroll through the settings really quick, and then we'll take it out to the woods and get it hung up, and I'll leave it out in the woods for 24 hours, and we'll see what kind of images I capture, and I'll post them at the end of this video. So let's open this box up and take a look and see what we have inside here. It looks like it comes with a thank you card, owner's manual for this specific model. Apparently there are a few models out there, and some of the older ones look similar but have less quality to the actual video footage. So here it is. It's got side and front motion detectors, motion sensor LED lights, and inside the little box that it comes with, it actually comes with 4 batteries. The camera can hold up to 8, but it will operate on 4. It looks like there is a cable for transferring video, and there's even a mount if you want to screw it onto like a pole for your driveway or your yard. The trail cam also has a mount, so you could just attach this right to a camera tripod if you wanted to do that. And this transfer cable to hook it up to your computer if you want to transfer photos and video over. It does look like it's the old style USB. It is not the USB-C that most phones and electronics are coming out with nowadays. So be prepared for that. You may need an adapter. So now we're going to open this thing up. It has 2 latches on the side of it that help keep the moisture and the weather out from the inside. And you can see your spot for the USB cord and your memory card that is already inserted. It's 32 gig, and it needs to be formatted before you put this out into the woods. And you have a switch that is off, test, and run. And you would use test mode to get all of the settings on this camera where you want them before you turn this on out in the woods. The batteries go into the side over here. You have a little rope that hangs out. You just pull on that, and you have a spot for 8 AA batteries. But like I said, it does operate just fine on 4 AA batteries. So we're going to go ahead and load those up right now. Once you pop in that last battery, you can go ahead and put the battery cover back on and turn the camera to test mode, so that you can go ahead and scroll through all the settings and get them set how you want. And you can see the display pops right up with a welcome screen as it loads up the setting menu. You hit menu here, and you have a bunch of different screens that you can go to. The first thing I'm going to do is go up and format this memory card so I don't forget to do that, which makes it really easy right here on the screen. And then I'm going to shut off the beep sound that happens every time you hit a button, because it's a loud beep, and that's the last thing I want going off if I'm trying to sneak into the woods. I'm going to change a few other settings on this camera, and I'm going to put this in photo and video mode so that I can have both video and photo capture once I put this out in the woods, so we can see the quality of both after I leave it out in the woods for 24 hours. And now that I have all of the settings where I want them at to test this camera out, I'm going to put this camera back into the on mode, and we'll see what it looks like as it does the countdown for actually taking photos and video. There is a countdown that pops up for 15 seconds, and once it counts down to 0, it is active, and you have that 15 seconds to get the camera closed up and positioned where you want it. From the visible side of the camera, once you turn it on out in the woods, you have a flashing light that indicates the countdown is happening. Once that flashing light stops, your camera is active. This camera does come with a strap that you can use to mount this to a tree, and I'm going to unfold that here, and we will get it strung through and then get it out into the woods. You have 3 mounting locations, 3 on either side, so you can mount it with a high, middle, or low mount depending on if the tree has a bow or a curve in it, and you need it to be tighter to the top part of the mount or the lower part. There are also some screen covers for the motion sensors and the camera. You want to make sure to remove those before you hang this in the tree, turn it on, and walk away. Let's get it outside and see how this performs. So I'm going to hang this trail cam right here off of a tree facing this direction to get this shot. I have a couple of salt blocks out that way to hopefully draw the deer in, and this is the tree I'm going to strap it to. So I'm going to get going with that here, get it hooked up to the tree, and then we'll turn it on and start getting some images. Now that it's mounted to the tree, I have to open it up, and again on the bottom you have that switch to turn it to test, where you get your screen, and then I'm going to turn it over to on. And I have to close this up and get it ready to go in the next 15 seconds after I turn it on. There's the screen and the countdown. There's my blue flashing light. I simply just lock the 2 latches closed and it is good to go. There's my blue flashing indicator light. It has stopped, so it'll probably take an image of me here in front of it, and the view is this from off to the side. So let's see what we get with this camera. One last thing I thought was worth mentioning. On Amazon, I also purchased this little adapter, and I can use this to walk right out to the woods and insert an SD card or a micro SD card, stick it in my phone. It has a USB-C, it has an iPhone adapter, and it has regular USB. And I can upload the photos right from the camera to my phone right out in the middle of the woods. So that has made this super handy, as opposed to having to carry it back up to the house or take some other device out to the woods with me.